I decided to research British South Asian theatre because I discovered, much to my surprise, that it had not been much covered by academic publication. There was a lot of coverage in terms of journalism and reviews, but very little backup in what we might call secondary reception. This seemed to be completely wrong as a distortion of the nature of British theatre and what was going on in it. The research took the form of interviewing as many people as we could find, particularly those from the past, and also looking into archives of companies, some of which were buried away in obscure locations, other of which were well organised but perhaps had not been sifted as fully as they might have been. What the research came out with was a broad history of a whole swathe of activities, some of which was really in danger of being lost. What I think was most exciting was when we gathered together a conference here at Exeter, which brought both practitioners and academics and administrators into the same space to consider the history of what might be called a movement for the very first time. And the interaction between these people, the awareness of each other's history, was a striking feature of the whole occasion. The other occasion that I found extremely exciting was an invitation to go to Cologne to talk to German arts practitioners and administrators and bring to them the experience of British diaspora theatre and how it had made use of funding structures within British arts funding. And this was something that in Germany caused a considerable amount of interest and also provoked great discussion.
So this research was prompted by me being invited by Professor Graham Lay to become part of the research team for the British Asian Theatre project that took place here in the drama department at the University of Exeter and was funded by the AHRC. And it was through that project that I met with a renowned British Asian musician, Kurjit Bamra, who then invited me to be part of his project that he was developing called the Southall Story, which was looking at the history of arts and activism within the town of Southall in West London. What was very interesting was to look at the development of how the communities who'd migrated over to Britain from Asia had to deal initially with a lot of forms of prejudice and how that created organisations around that have had a long-term impact on the history of British policymaking, but also developed new forms of performance in response to this mixing with the different communities coming together. So we developed a large-scale exhibition from the project, which consisted of about, I think there's now about 25 panels of information and about 100 photographs and other videos. And that was shown at the South Bank Centre in London and at the British Library. And then I got a further grant from the HRC as a follow-on project to tour the exhibition and create a festival of British Asian culture in India at the India International Centre in Delhi. And then we took it from there to Chulalongkorn University in Bangkok in Thailand, because Bangkok, interestingly, has a big mixture of Indian communities within it. But that's never been researched, so they want to now begin to do this, and they're using the Southall Story project as a template, if you like, to do a similar project there. So it's been really great to have started from here in Exeter and see this research really now moving out and having an impact and influence nationally and internationally as well.